Today's video, gents, I'm talking about 7 male insecurities that women honestly don't care that much about. First up, let's talk about money. So gents, I'm not gonna lie to you. For the vast majority of women, money is important when they're sizing up a partner. Now don't be all smug and think, they're all gold diggers. Here's the thing, us guys, we're just as shallow, if not more. You know what we care about? Looks. The number one factor by far. If she looks great, we're going for it. You see, the reason women care about money is it's a sign of strength. It's a sign that you will be able to take care of her children, and most likely you won't have future money issues. That being said, if you don't have much money or you've chosen a profession that doesn't make much money, there are ways that you can overcome the money obstacle. First up, have drive. Have passion for what you do. You may have chosen the path of becoming a teacher, but you know what? Your goal isn't just to be a 4th grade teacher. It's eventually to move up and to become the principal, and then the superintendent, and then to transform the entire public education system in your town, because you know it can be better. When you've got passion, when you've got drive, when you have so much within you, people are just drawn to that, and that can overcome, basically, you're not raking in the dough, but you know what? You've got enough drive and passion that you still are attracting people to you. The next tip to overcome the money issue is to make enough money, but make sure that you've got time for your partner. So there's a lot of guys out there doing really well. Let's say making $500,000, you're an investment banker. Guess what? You never see your wife or kids. Versus a guy making $50,000 in a small town, and he's able to spend weekends and all evenings with his family. What marriage do you think is going to last? Most women are smart, and they realize, I'd rather go with this guy that's making $50,000. Sure, we're going to have to save. We're going to have to be frugal to take one vacation a year, but I'm going to see my husband every night. I'm going to be able to be in this relationship, see my boyfriend on the weekends. This is important, making time for people. The next insecurity that guys get all worked up about, penis size. Here's the facts, gents. 84% of women, based on a UCLA study, don't care at all about penis size. And the 16% that do, it's a minor factor in many things that they look at in a potential mate. The point here, guys, make it out to be a much bigger issue than it actually is. Women don't care about it as much as we think they do, but what about other issues like premature ejaculation? Well, gents, if you deal with PE, I want you to check out Roman Swipes. Gents, Roman is the sponsor of today's video. I've talked about this company before because I love what they're doing. They make it easy for men to be able to address medical issues that are somewhat embarrassing, and for you to be able to go online and take care of the problem. Roman's PE wipes are fast, effective, easy to use, and they don't require a prescription. Everything is shipped right to your door in a discreet, unmarked package, and the wipes are small enough to be able to fit right in your wallet. To get started and get $10 off your first order of swipes, plus free 2-day shipping, go to GetRoman.com/RMRSPE. Again, that's GetRoman.com/RMRSPE. And erectile dysfunction, guys, they've got you covered there as well. Go check them out. Great company. I love what they're doing. Next up, gents, let's talk about muscles. Now, personally, I have to admit, I was very self-conscious about being a skinny guy. That's funny. My wife says, you look great. My friends say I look fine, but I've always felt, I just need to be more muscular. But why? You see, the reason a lot of guys are insecure about their build is the ideal in our mind of what a masculine, strong man looks like has become more muscular, especially over the last 40 years. So the question here is, what body type is most attractive? It turns out it depends on who you ask, specifically what sex they are. So whenever they asked men to select the male body type that they feel is most attractive to people, men, again and again, we chose the oversized, muscular body type. In our minds, this is what's most attractive. Interestingly enough, though, women chose the average, fit body type. And that was the one, again and again, they selected as most attractive. So is there a perfect body type out there? The answer is no. In general, I think that you should be as fit as you can be, however you define that. But when we look at what do people find attractive, it really comes down to the average in your society. We're going to find that body types and average and attractiveness changes with culture. And in your instance, I'm going to recommend go with the best that you can achieve for you. And don't be insecure if you've got an imperfect body like me. Now let's talk about that full head of hair. So I will tell you the weakest hairstyle is thinning hair. When you're losing your hair, you're doing the comb over, you're trying to hide it. This is considered, and I've got studies that back this up, the weakest hairstyle. You want to try to avoid this. Make a decision about your hair. If you want to keep it, find products that can help you keep your hair. So what about shaving your head? What if you decide to go bald? Well, Congratulations, you've made a bold decision. And I love this because there are a small percentage of women that absolutely cannot keep their hands off of a bald head. Bald heads also come off as stronger, more dominant, and a bit more fearsome. So if you're going for that look, hey, you've got it now. Now, what about men with longer hair, with long hairstyles? Similar to men that are bald. You're gonna find some women absolutely love it, some absolutely hate it, but most people are gonna be pretty indifferent to it. Again, it's your choosing to be different. Make sure to be properly groomed. Take care of it. Yes, it's long, but you still gotta keep it trim. You gotta take care of your hair, and then you're gonna find people are gonna come up and just put their hands on it and wanna touch your hair. So what about short hairstyles? What about medium length hairstyles? Well, it signals strength, it signals youth. It's the vast majority of the population, so how to stand out from the crowd. Guys, if you've been going to the same barber, go try that stylist across town that you've wanted to try. You want to change things up. If you've been going to that same stylist, then go to that old time barber. If you've been using the same product, the same hairbrush, try a different style. Let it grow out maybe a bit more. Try cutting it down and try that different style. Find something different to help you stand out from the crowd. Next up, let's talk about a chiseled jawline. So over the last year, I've seen a lot of videos out there talking about how to get a chiseled jawline, how to improve your jawline. But the question is, do women actually care about a chiseled jawline? Now, at first glance, the answer seems to be yes. When you look at Hollywood, you look at the stars put in front of us, these guys all have this big chiseled jawline, something that we look at as very strong and masculine. However, when I looked at a 2013 study talking about geographic variation in chin shape, what it pointed out is it's really very geographic in terms of what we find attractive and the averages in our society. So, is a chiseled jawline going to be attractive in your area? Really depends on what is the average type of jawline in your region, in your country. And what you're going to find is that this is not a universal law. It may be attractive in certain areas, in certain industries, but that doesn't mean it's going to be attractive in your geographic region. So if you're spending a lot of time worrying about a chiseled jawline, honestly, you're wasting your time. Now let's talk about the expensive things that we buy, that we surround ourselves with. We're talking cars, jewelry, and clothing. Now, gents, I've got a whole channel teaching men how to dress better, how to actually choose the right watch, how your car does affect your style. So yes, it does matter. That being said, all these things are oftentimes used by women to make a first judgment about a man. When they don't know anything else, they at least can tell, okay, this guy can dress himself. This guy has a taste for good watches. This guy can drive a nice looking car. I assume that he's got that first thing we talked about earlier, a little bit of money. Understand that these material things are used by women and by men to make quick judgments about who you are. Why? Because we're human beings and we've got the fight or flight response. We're trying to make a quick determination. Is this person a threat? Is this person bringing any value? And people see what they see, and they don't see all the experience. They don't see your education. So you always want to be putting your best foot forward. So now let's talk about height. Whether you're tall, whether you're short, whether you are average height, people are making snap judgments about you based off how tall you are. You want to learn more? Guys, check out this video right here. I talk about dealing with heightism and all the issues shorter men in particular deal with. But if you're taller, you'll want to watch this video. Got some very interesting things. I had a lot of fun with this video. So guys, go check this out. If you are shorter than 5'11", yeah, you definitely want to watch this video.